Do I have new inspiration for a horror film? Hi, I'm Kira, and 35 days ago, I started creating a horror film. I know nothing about filmmaking whatsoever. Everything I do know is either self-taught, or you guys have been teaching me some very useful tips along the way. Last week, I took a little break from making my film, mostly because of the heat, but also because I was in
New York City.
It is the place to go to if you love horror films as much as I do. And I finally got to go there last week with none other than the woman I love the most, my mother. She's one of those people who read every single Stephen King book as soon as it came out. Now, with all of that said, New York is at this point one of the biggest places people love filming their horror films in, especially with Jason Takes Manhattan, Scream 6, Smile 2. Even though those last two films technically weren't filmed in New York, they were filmed in other places like Canada, so yeah, I couldn't really check out any real life filming locations for those films. But I also gotta check out the Statue of Liberty and Central Park, which were both featured in Cloverfield. There are also some pretty well-known horror-adjacent things in that area, such as the hotel where they do only murders in a building. Obviously, we couldn't have gone in because it's an actual hotel where people are trying to stay peacefully in, or it's an apartment. I need to do more research. Somewhere else we gotta check out was Coney Island. As some of you must know, if you've also visited there, is where they did The Warriors. Now, although this is a film which I actually haven't watched yet, nor have I read the book, I'm still very aware of the iconic scene. Warriors, come out to play. And the next and probably the last place I can mention in this list is probably one of my favorite places I went to out of the entire 2-week trip I was there for. It's Abracadabra. This obviously isn't as big of a tourist attraction as Times Square or the Statue of Liberty or Coney Island, but if you're a horror fan, you have to go there by any means necessary. And I'm not just saying that to be polite or to be a fanatic, you have to go there. As soon as you walk inside, you are met with all of these fun little spooky decorations everywhere, especially these interactive animatronics which would sense you walking in and they would do like a little ooh. My favorite one is as soon as you walk in, there is this bench and you are met by none other than Arts the Clown, and if you sit on the bench, it will shake a bit and he'll turn your head towards you with his eyes. But then he doesn't do anything to you, so you're like, oh my gosh, he doesn't want to kill me. I am worthy of existing. Thank you, Art. I'm flattered. Then we happened across this person who works there who is also a magician. And he's like, oh my gosh, do you guys want to see some magic tricks? I'm like, yes, of course, I'm theatrical and autistic. Give me your magic show. So he performed. At first he did some card tricks. I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. But then he's like, so I hope you enjoyed that show, but just in case, can I ask you to raise your hand from the counter? Okay, I mean, I don't know why, but how did he do that? Magic. And just when I thought I couldn't get even more of an experience out of all of this, at some point my mom just whips out her phone and she looks at a magician. She's like, hey, was Terrifier 2 filmed here? Yeah. That shop is where they filmed the Halloween shop in Terrifier 2. In between takes, you just do these little magic shows for all the actors and for Mr. Leon, who is the creator of Terrifier. I met the guy who entertained the crew and cast of Terrifier 2. And I am a horrible person because I don't remember his name, even though he specifically told me what his name is. I know he doesn't remember my name, but I want to at least remember his because he was nice and charming and he did a little magic show. I was determined to get something from the shop by any means necessary, and after doing a lot of looking around, I finally got this little guy. And there we go. Did I get to see everything there is to see? Obviously not. I didn't get to see the Amityville house, but I still made the most of that holiday, especially with my mother, and I think that's all I can ask for. And now that I've actually been to these horror or horror-adjacent locations, and now that I've seen how active and alive New York is as a place which gives everyone the perfect opportunity for a setting for any of their horror projects, I do find myself asking,